everybody, all my followers, welcome to another video. Hope you enjoyed this little intro. So this time I can't say this car came to me, so I actually picked up this car, as you have just seen. This car belongs to a friend of mine at work, and basically this little 2007 Ford KA or Ford car, whatever you want to call it, has been off road for about 2 years, I believe it is, and now the owner wants the car back on the road. He put a brand new battery, and as you have seen, and I will just show you again, the car just doesn't start. As you can see, it just does that. He nearly wants to fire, but he doesn't. Okay, so it just doesn't go. Anyway, so the car, here I go again. The car came to me. The car didn't come to me. The car is to, 1, get it running. 2nd, do a service on it. 3rd, get it MOT'd. For you guys that are outside the UK, MOT is the same as your mandatory annual inspection or yearly inspection, whatever you call it in your country. So that's what we're going to do. Let's going to see why it doesn't start, and then let's going to do a quick service on it, check brakes, oil change, filters change, and all that stuff. But first, let's going to see why it doesn't start. Okay, and I've just checked. Indeed, is a brand new battery in there. I did a quick inspection, make sure everything was plugged in, everything was fine, and it is. First glance, I can't see nothing wrong. So we're going to do a quick scan on it and see if there is anything that points us into any direction, or if we need to start to take things apart. Okay, and let's gonna see if there's anything on here. Okay, so we have 2 codes, both for the purge solenoid, short circuit to ground, purge solenoid, short circuit to ground. Okay, would this prevent the car from starting? It can, but we're gonna have a look, inspect the valve, and see what we have in there. Okay, so what I've done is I have disconnected the purge valve, and my code remains short to ground. At this point, I would guess it should change to open circuit, but it doesn't. So I'm a little bit, okay, do we have a wiring problem? Anyway, to be fair with you, the car should still start even with that fault. It would most likely cause an engine light on and all that stuff, but the car should start, to be fair with you. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to establish if my problem is a spark problem or a fuel delivery problem. And the way I'm going to do it is rather simple. With that, so what I'm going to do, show you. Okay, as you have seen, while the car has easy start, it runs absolutely fine. So easy start is working as a fuel, which means my spark system seems to be okay. I've tried by putting a little bit more, and the engine just carry on running. So at this point, I'm thinking that my problem is the fuel delivery. So we're going to check the fuel system, try to see if we find anything. Because the car has been off for so long, we can have blocked injectors or sticky injectors. So I think my step, to be honest with you, is just going to be removing the injectors, give them a good clean, test them outside the car, and see if that's my issue. Okay, so I've been kind of criticized in the past for not taking you through the details of sometimes removing stuff. So I've took all these pipes that run above the fuel rail. That, come on, that's not rocket science. Unplug the injectors, and then you have a little plate. I don't know how good it's going to show on camera. So this plate here that you can see here, you just push it like that. It's kind of spring loaded. There's two tabs on each side, and you pretty much just push it back, and it should come out on the other side. Okay, so it's coming out. It's not going to come out all the way, because I think I'm going to have to push the rail along with the injectors. So yeah, there's no room at the back to take this clip. So I'm going to spray a little bit of WD-40 around these injectors, try to smooth them out, and then we're just going to pull the rail out, and then we can obviously separate the injectors one by one. It's gonna see if I can pull it out. Don't know how easy it's gonna come out. Oh, lovely! Look at that. Okay, I just need to take this out, and we are ready to go. Okay, and that's gonna dismantle this and try to figure out what might be wrong with it. We're gonna take all four, and once we take the clips, the injectors just pop out like this. I'm gonna put a little bit of WD-40 as well on this. Let's also remove this fuel pressure regulator, which can also be a problem. And the first thing I'm going to do is obviously test the injectors. Okay, you have some special equipment that you can have to test the injectors. You have like machines to test the injectors. All I'm going to do, I found a plug on my wiring box. I found a plug that fits perfectly on these injectors. Okay, and all I'm going to do really is put 12 volts right here to open and close the injector, while I'm gonna blow through the inlet side. If I can feel air going through, that means it's opening okay. If I don't feel air going through when I activate the injector, that means my injector, although maybe the coil is opening and closing, the injector is actually sticking and is not actually opening mechanically. So let's gonna do that and see the results. Okay, I actually found a Lear hose that goes perfectly on the inside of the injector. Okay, and when I blow, I don't know if the camera is gonna capture this, but nevertheless we're gonna try. The microphone is on this side, so I'm gonna put the injector right here, and we're gonna see that when I blow air, when I blow on this pipe here, nothing comes out. No, nothing comes out. Now I'm gonna apply 12 volts to this. Just hold a second. Try not to short nothing, because usually I'm good at doing that. So that's gonna be a wire here and one there. Well, I can hear it going. Obviously it's working mechanically. Look, can you hear this? So he's obviously mechanically it's fine. Let's gonna leave it activated and let's gonna blow. You're gonna hear now. Well, sorry guys, these just came out. Come on. Okay. You see that? Actually, I'm gonna do something else to show you. It's absolutely fine. I'm gonna put some of this right here. Guys, why the camera is not focused is absolutely terrible. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some of these electrical cleaner there. Now I'm gonna activate, and I'm gonna blow on this side, and you're gonna see. Can you see? Can you see the liquid? So this one is opening and closing absolutely fine, nothing wrong with it. And now we're gonna repeat this process on the other ones, and pretty much is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna get some of this. I usually use an electrical cleaner. I have some other cleaners here that you can just get, fill this side and then open the injector and just make sure that goes through the injector to clean the inside of the injector. I might do that, but for now I just want to make sure they are opening and closing fine. I'm going to repeat the process and see what we find out. And they are all opening and closing absolutely perfect. Nothing wrong with the injectors, so our problem is going to be something else. Okay, the way I'm sorry about that, it's not Mr. Mescal inside this. The way I'm cleaning is obviously I'm spraying the injector with this solvent. I'm cleaning the head here around. Okay, and then what I'm doing is I'm filling the inside, the inlet side of the injector with this stuff. Then I put the pipe here, start to blow, activate, and all this solvent will go through the injector and it will clean. And I'm doing this on all of them, 2 or 3 times on each one. Okay, so we put everything back on. I've also tested the pressure regulator. I make sure it was not passing from the vacuum side to the actually petrol side, and it is absolutely fine. The car would start anyway. but yeah, I've tested it and everything is fine. However, the car's still not starting. Sorry about that, guys. So at this point, I'm still convinced that I'm pretty much sure that this is a problem with the fuel delivery, obviously. I do not have one of those fuel gauges, otherwise I would be putting that in the fuel line. And most likely I would get no pressure in there. Because now, as obviously as you walk around, I'm starting to get convinced that my problem is going to be the fuel pump in the tank. Now, the really excellent news is I don't have access to the fuel pump from the inside of the car. Some cars, you just lift the seat and you have a kind of a cover that gives you access to the fuel pump. Now on this one, you need to drop the fuel tank. I'm going to do a few more couple checks just to make sure it's my fuel pump. I kind of started already. Obviously I've checked all my fuses, just in the process of checking the relays. I'm gonna jump the relay to continuously power the fuel pump, and hopefully that will tell me that the problem is the fuel pump. Funny enough, there is no live data for fuel pressure or anything like that on this car, I think. Let me check again. No, there is absolutely nothing for fuel pressure. So, as I was saying, what I was saying, yeah, I'm gonna try to jump that. I'm gonna check the wires, make sure my wires are okay all the way back to the fuel pump, and providing they are, I think we have a bad fuel pump in the tank, and it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge to get to it. We're going to do, as I said, we're going to do a kind of a service. So I will take this opportunity that we're going to have to kind of lift the car on that corner over there to change the fuel filter. I'll take you through that as well. And yeah, let's gonna crack on with it. Okay, and here we have the car in the air. And to remove this tank, or to drop this tank, I would say. Hold on, guys, because I don't know what I'm showing you. Okay, so first of all, that's my fuel filter right there. Okay, right there, which we will be replacing. To drop the fuel tank, you have one bolt right there, as you can see, right there. Then you have another one in there, which is gonna be a little bit hard to get to because of this here, but we'll find a way. Luckily there's nothing underneath there. Then you have one bolt there, as anymore, one there in that corner, and I think there's one in that corner there somewhere, maybe under the fuel filter. No, that's it really, 4 bolts. And that should allow us to drop the tank, which is what we're going to be doing now. And I think this is going to be a very good opportunity to use my recently acquired impact tools. I got a second hand. This is not brand new, but I think I made a really good deal on it. As you can see, there's a 3/8.5 inch, 1600 Newton meters of torque on this one, and I believe that one is about 580 or something, or 560. So yeah, I think I just found, I bought it quite maybe a month ago. I never really had to use it, but I think it's a good opportunity here to actually make some use of this. So let's gonna drop that tank. Okay, and before you guys criticize me for using the wrong extension for an impact tool, this is a spare one, and yes, I do know this is the wrong one. Unfortunately, I bought 3 sets of sockets, but you know, money is tight. I haven't bought any impact extensions yet, which I will do in the near future, hopefully. But these will work. Let's gonna take the first one. The first bolt out, and the next one, which is over here, it's gonna get to it. Okay, 2 out. Oh dear. Okay, there's one in there. It's gonna, I don't know what the camera is capturing. It's gonna try to drop that one. Okay, and it's coming down now. So I'm going to find a way of taking all these out, drop it safely, and then we'll carry on from there, obviously. And after a lot of fiddling, the tank is out. To take this pipe here, all you do is you press these 2 tabs here, you push it down, and then you'll be able to pull this one out. Yeah, that's how this comes out. The plug, well, there's not rocket science. You need to lose the pipe that comes to here, which is bolted into the chassis. You need to bolt it in so you can pull the pipe to the side. Here we just took this bracket off here. Well, I'm sure you can figure it out as you go along. You need to unplug this breather here as well. And now we're going to take the pump out, which is just turn that way, and it should come out. Okay. We're gonna quick test this. The pins for my pump is these 2 here, so that pin in there, the last one, and the one on this side. Okay, the other ones is for the level sensor, and my positive wire is gonna be that one, negative is that one. So by plugging this, well, by doing this, the pump should run. It should maybe send some fuel through there. I tell you what, look, nothing happens. I can hear a kind of an attempt to run, but then, hang on, let me place the camera. Oh, there we go. Hold on, guys. I could have saved you of this, could I? Oh, my head did this, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, my head did this. Anyway. From here you should be able to hear the pump in case if it runs. So I'm gonna put the wires on. Nothing happens. Let me try to reverse the pump. Can you hear that? Kind of try to run and then it stops. Look. See? It might be that it seized. I'm not gonna just buy another one. Oh no, you know me, guys. Let's gonna take this into bits, see what we can do with this. And after some WD-40 on both hands and try to switch polarity, try to make the motor to start to go, I want to show you this. Let me look at that. Can you hear it? So look at that. Still, I don't think it's very good. It should turn the other way anyway. It's kind of running, but to be fair with you, I think this is supposed to run only under with the fuel to cool it down and all that stuff. It's not supposed to run dry, so but yeah, we managed to release it. I don't know yet if I'm not gonna actually get another one, because you know, while you have the tank off, it really worth to put the same one back in. I don't know. I need to be really confident that this pump is actually was just seized and is running okay now. Otherwise I think I'm just gonna get another one, because, well, we managed to get it running again, obviously, but I don't know, it is worth the risk. I don't know if it is. It's running fine to me. Look. It's running fine to me. You know what? I'm gonna put the same one. I think with just the fact that the car has been off for so long, the pump just seized, and I think it's gonna run absolutely fine. Oh, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? Shall I replace it, or shall I just put the same one back in? I'm confident that the pump seized because the car has been off for all those 2 years or whatever, and obviously we released it and it's going to run just fine. I don't think it's going to create another issue. Obviously it might fail. Obviously these will have a lifespan. It might fail, but I don't think will be because of the I mean, if it was something easy to get to, I would definitely put this same one back in. But you know, you need to take the tank out. It's not easy, so let me think. And you know what? I'm gonna use the same one. I'm quite confident that's gonna work. I'm gonna use exactly the same pump. Yeah, I know some of you are gonna be out there screaming and shouting, oh no, you shouldn't do that, blah 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 blah. Do you know what? If it fails again, it will be my fault and I'll have to replace it. But for now, I'm gonna put the same one back in because I want to see this little car running today. To put it back is just a reverse. I'm not gonna take you through. So I went shopping and we have a new fuel filter. While I was there, I've asked for the price of a new pump. £255. So I think I'm gonna gamble. I think I'm gonna gamble to leave that one back in. 200 quid for a pump. It's quite a lot. I think I'll take the risk. So yeah, so new fuel filter, and now yes, we're just gonna put everything back in. And the tank is now in place. And before I put the car on the floor and lower it down, let's see what happens. Okay. First of all, I can hear the pump running. Definitely. Oh yeah. It's gonna turn the ignition on and off a few times to kind of prime the system, and I can pretty much guarantee you it's gonna work first time. Well, not first time, but it will work. It's gonna have to. Okay. There is a reason why it didn't start. I'm gonna try to show you. You see all that petrol? Yeah, you can guess now. I forgot completely to connect this pipe. How the hell I forgot this? Dear, I think I know why. Because, unfortunately, what was a really lovely day is now transformed in a crappy day because it started to rain, and I think I was just rushing before the rain would get here, and I forgot that pipe. Anyway, let's gonna do it again because I have a much better feeling now. And look at that. Can you see it? Okay. I have a few pipes disconnected. Let's gonna turn it off. I have a few pipes disconnected in there. Vacuum lines and stuff. Let's gonna connect everything and then start again. But as you've seen, it started. It was running. Let's just gonna connect everything and see if it runs okay. Okay guys, so I just put everything back on. So all these hoses here were not connected. These was not connected. Vacuum was not connected. Air filter was not in place. I took the chance to put a new air filter, obviously, so we don't need to touch this again. And let's gonna try again, see what happens. But it should start absolutely fine this time. Oh, look at that! Running beautifully. Running absolutely beautiful. Really steady idling. Okay. I'm just curious to see if we still have that canister fault, which most likely we will do have. There's no engine light though. Let me see if the... Yep, responding absolutely fine. So it looks good to me. And yeah guys, was just the fuel pump in the tank. Indeed, a fuel gauge in there would tell me straight away my problem. I don't have one, but all the symptoms were actually pointing for the fuel pump. So yeah, was kind of, you know, was kind of telling us that the problem would be that. So yeah. Okay, so we have a few codes here. We still have the one for the valve. It's gonna erase these codes. I'm sure it's gonna come back. It might be that the valve is sticking. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, we have it running. That was the main thing, really, was get the engine running. Yeah, it's lovely. I can't believe it just started to rain. It was a beautiful day, as you have seen from the beginning of the video. And look at that now. Okay, so my faults are gone. If you guys are familiar with Fords, you know that code is to be ignored. So the fault is gone. What I've done on that solenoid valve as well is I've sprayed WD-40 on both ends of the valve. The car has been stopped. It could be sort of sticking as well, and when the ECU would apply voltage to the valve, would see too much resistance, maybe, perhaps. I really don't know. It might be that was nothing, but the truth is the codes are gone. Let me start the engine a couple times, just make sure the code is not coming back on. And I know a lot of you guys are now just stopping watching the video. Okay, let's gonna go back, log out of the ECU, log in again, see if we have any codes. And there we go, no codes. I think that's it for this video. Right, I really hope there's some information here that you guys can find useful, that you guys can find helpful, that might help you if you have this problem. I really hope you enjoyed the video. However, if you do have any questions, any comments, put them below. Don't forget my Patreon. Guys, like always, thanks for watching.